Hello there. Today I will be designing lowest case letters. I thought your videos were supposed to express yourself. Yeah, well, this video does express myself in a way. But, no buts. Now let's get to the video. Let's start off with A. Okay, let's take this letter to the alphabet hydraulic press. And that's my lowest case A. Don't worry, it is not a minus. See, it's longer than a minus. And it's lower than a minus. But you get the point. Up next, B. So uppercase B has 2 bumps. And lowercase b has 1 bump. And so lowest case B would have no bumps. Up next, C. C is very easy. All you have to do to make a lowest case C is to make it smaller. Up next, D. For D, it looks like they made the bump smaller and flipped it around. So I would do basically the same thing. It kinda looks like a sad lowercase b, but we'll just have to roll with it. Up next, E. For E, it looks like they rounded the letter, closed one of the gaps, and made it smaller. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Up next, F. For F, let's take away that crossbar, because uppercase F has 2 crossbars, and lowercase f has 1 crossbar, and then let's curve around the top part. Up next, G. For G, it looks like they closed the gap and flipped it upside down. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Up next, H. For H, let's remove this line and make it taller. Up next, I. For I, let's shorten the line and add another dot. Up next, J. For J, let's do the same thing as I. Up next, K. For K, all you have to do is make that angle smaller. E, Z, P, Z, lemon, squeezy. Up next, L. For L, let's flip the letter backwards. Also, when you set the letters side by side, it kinda looks like the uppercase and lowest case L's are pointing to the lowercase l. Kinda like they're laughing at the lowercase l. It also looks like some kind of 3-eyed monster. Ooh, spooky. Up next, M. For M, let's squish the letter down and add these 2 points. Up next, N. Yep, that's my lowest case N. Up next, O. For O, all we have to do is shrink it down. Up next, P. For P, it looks like the top and bottom of the bump curved in. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Up next, Q. For Q, it looks like they loosened that line. So you know what I'm gonna do. Up next, R. Man, poor R. At first it had this long straight line, a beautiful curve, and this cool diagonal line. And they got so much detail, to the point where it's just a sad half a bridge sitting on a bridge. Which is why I'm gonna get rid of more detail. First, let's get rid of this arch, and let's make it shorter. Up next, S. For S, just make it smaller. Up next, T. For T, it looks like they made the top smaller and moved it down. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Up next, U. For U, let's make it smaller and add this little hump. Up next, V. Seriously, why are the alphabet makers making lowest case letters so easy to make? But anyways, just to make it smaller. Up next, W. Just make it smaller. Up next, X. Seriously, what's with all the make it smallers?
But anyways, just make it smaller. Up next, y. Now I understand that lowest case y should look like this, but for whatever reason FlipaClip generates uppercase y like this, so just make it smaller. And finally, z. And yes, just make it smaller. Thank you so much for watching my video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. But anyways, goodbye.